My name is Lauren Branum. I've been at Webco for 5 years. I am the Corporate Environmental Compliance and Sustainability Manager. So mostly my job, and really anybody on the environmental team's job, is making sure that we are in compliance with all of the air, water, land regulations. Every day is really different, and that's something that I really like about my job. Usually I will come in the morning and find out if anything weird happened during the night or since I left the day before, anything with our cooling towers, water system, any air compliance monitoring device issues. And hopefully we don't have any issues, but that's the first thing that I'll deal with in the day. I may have meetings that day talking about different new projects, or we may be meeting just amongst the environmental team to talk about air compliance or reporting that we're doing. We also do lab tests on a regular basis, so I might be in the laboratory a little bit. I might be working on spreadsheets and working on some of our different reports that we have and running a lot of calculations. So a really balanced day would include all of that, and then also a bit of auditing, housekeeping inspections out on the floor as well. We have wastes that are generated across all of the Webco sites, and it's very important to make sure that all of those wastes are being managed appropriately, whether they're non-hazardous, hazardous, or universal waste, and then making sure they're labeled properly. And then the ultimate disposal is very important too, and we audit all of the places that we send our waste to make sure that they are doing the right thing, and we make sure that we're doing the right thing too. Another challenge that sometimes comes up is engineering or production will come to me and say, hey, we want to install this new thing or change the way we're doing this process, and I need to determine if that's okay, that we won't be violating any of our permits by doing that. Air compliance is a really important part of our job, and so we need to make sure that if we're installing new equipment, are we going to have more of any sort of air emissions if we install that, or are there combustion activities to take into account? And so I may have to run some calculations. We may have to have meetings to understand the project, the need for the project, and determine if that fits into the realms of our permit. Success in my position looks like making sure that we are in compliance with all of the regulations and doing our best, but also allowing Webco to grow and us to be as efficient in our production as possible. Even if your job at Webco isn't a production job, it's really important to understand our production processes, the whole manufacturing process, and some aspects of the engineering of the machines, and really understanding the process at Webco is important for every aspect. The environmental team works really well together. We all get along really well, and we enjoy coming together to work on large projects, and we all have different strengths that can come into play. My boss and all of our upper management is really on board to do the right thing. If we find out that we're not doing something right in an environmental standpoint, or we could be doing something better, they always want to do the right thing and be as good as we can be in that environmental standpoint. They really have shown again and again that protecting our environment is important.